Solven from Stamp Crazy, and today's video I'm going to show you how to make this fancy fold card. I made mine for Father's Day, but you can use it for any occasion. Let me show you how it opens. So I just pull on the bottom and then it opens up like this, and you can write your sentiment here. Isn't that cute? So let me show you how I made this one. I started with a piece of designer series paper. Now this is called the Neutrals Color Collection. You get 40 sheets. You get 2 each of 2 double-sided designs in 10 colors. So the neutrals have gold and silver sheets included, and then all the neutral palette. But you can also get it in brights, regals, and subtles, and you can also get it in both of the in-color combinations. So you get lots of paper to choose from. The one I've chosen today has polka dots on one side and words on the other. The other option are stripes with flowers on the other side. So you can make this for any occasion. I started with a 7.5 by 7.5 square piece. You can use any size square. And I started by folding it in half. So let the edges meet, and then I opened it up and I folded it again the other direction. So I ended up with 4 squares. Now I'm going to take one of the corners and I'm going to just make it meet the other corner here, like so. You can use a bone folder if you want. I'm just using my finger. So I'm going to do that once. So now I've got a triangular shape. I'm going to open it up again. And then I'm going to stop folding right now, and I'm just going to start pushing this in. So because you've got the creases already made with that diagonal fold, you can see how that's just going to fold. So I'll just hold that up like that. So you can see I've just folded along the lines and press that in. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to fold it back on itself, just like that. And so that's how you make the card. Pretty simple. My card uses the Guy Greeting stamp set, and you can see how many pieces you get here. You get 22 pieces, but let me show you it in the actual catalog, because this will show you the exact size. Lots of words, lots of images, just love it. It is one of the stamp sets that is available in all 3 options, so that's something that's really exciting. It's available in the photopolymer, it's available in the clear mount rubber, which is the cling mount, and it's available in the wood mount rubber. So lots of options depending on what you prefer to stamp with. Because I like the photopolymer version, I'm going to bring in our piercing mat just to give it some foam underneath my project. The ink I'm using on our card is Crumb Cake and Early Espresso. So I'm going to start with the piece that goes on the front. It is cut to 1 3/4 by 2 7/8. Starting with the Crumb Cake, I'm going to ink up my little row of hats. So I want to just tap gently on my stamp pad. I don't want ink to be on my acrylic block, so by doing that I get it on the actual stamp, but I'm not getting too much ink. And there we go. And of course with the foam pad underneath for the photopolymer stamps, you're going to get a really nice impression. Then I'm going to stamp my words, Happy Father's Day, in the espresso across the front, like so. Now that looks a bit stark to me, so I want to bring in another stamp set called Timeless Textures. Just a little dot image, and I'm just going to actually stamp off so it's not so dark, because I don't want it to overpower my hats. So I've just done a 2nd generation stamping on that. I'm going to just bring in a neutral piece to mount this on, and this is just from the same paper pack, just like that. I have the inside piece. Now this is cut to 3.5 by 3.5, but I'm angling this. I'm not stamping like this. I'm stamping like this because when it goes in the card, this is the orientation of the message inside. I've inked up my car in the Crumb Cake, and I'm going to ink up my words to a classic in the espresso. And then again, I'm going to add just some dots that I've stamped off the first generation and just adding them. Because this is a bigger piece, I can also add some of the other elements from my Timeless Textures stamps. That kind of looks like tire tread, I thought. I chose to mount this on the polka dot side. I thought I would turn this to the word side. So I'm just going to mount this piece inside like so. There we go. Just going to fold that up. And then I want this piece to be here. Now I'm only going to be gluing the bottom half of this piece because I don't want it to stick, otherwise my card won't open. So there we go, and then you just give it like that, fits in the envelope, and it just opens like that. Then the last thing I need to do is just mount this on a sturdier piece. So this is Tip Top Taupe, and I'm just going to mount my whole Designer Series card. And I'm going to put a little bit more snail than I would normally do. This is a 4 by 4 inch piece of cardstock. There, and that just gives it stability underneath. And then to open it, it's just like this. Now I've brought in my 2 cards, one in Early Espresso and one in Tip Top Taupe. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. Please visit my blog at stampcrazywithalison.ca. Have a great day and happy stamping.